Welcome back, everybody. I hope you had a nice break. Now, before the break, we took a look at administration and financial function and their quality indicators. We are now continuing with the general management function. Now, if we understand the general management function's responsibilities again, then it will be easier for us to understand what their quality indicators are. Now, remember, general management set the direction for the business. So we always state that they are responsible for the strategic plan of the business. Now, when we refer to the strategic plan, we refer to the vision, the mission statements, the goals, and the objectives. So they set us these goals, objectives, etc. for us. No, I almost wrote objection. Let me just correct that. Objectives. There we go. For us to know what we are working towards in the business. So they must develop and monitor this plan in order for them to be doing a good job. Or this is rather, in other words, this is their quality indicator. So we know they are performing quality work when they've developed a relevant strategic plan and they are monitoring this plan and seeing how we are achieving our goals from a day-to-day business. So what does this mean? They should understand any changes that the business environments have. Now remember, we have to monitor the micro, market, and the macro environments continuously because any changes in these environments can have a big effect on our business. So it is general management's responsibility to always monitor these changes and understand how it will affect the business. The second thing they should do is they should set the direction and prioritize their responsibilities. So they must make sure that the business is moving in the right direction, that the business is on their way to meet their goals and meet their vision and meet their mission and objectives. They must always communicate their vision and values with the employees. So the employees must always have a clear picture of what the goals of the business are. And lastly, they must make sure that the employees have all the necessary resources they need to perform their task, whether it be employees, raw materials, money, but it is general management responsibilities to make sure that all the employees have what they need. Now, if they can meet these responsibilities, it is then a sign or an indicator that they are doing a quality job. Our last function we are addressing today is then our public relations function. Now, we should already know that the public relations function are responsible for promoting a positive image for the business. So I always say they do damage control. If something happens that might damage the business's image, they need to control that damage to always protect the image of the business. So let's see what their responsibilities and their quality indicators are. They must firstly quickly deal with any negative publicity there might be. So anything that happens that can be reported on in the news or that you can see on social media that might have a negative effect on the business must be quickly dealt with. So again, damage control. Then they must provide regular press releases. Now, press releases is where they talk to the news. They talk to journalists and tell them what the business are doing, what is happening in the business, so they communicate with the media. They are also responsible for implementing corporate social investment projects, or in short, we refer to CSI projects. Now, CSI projects are projects that address certain socio-economic issues in the community. So maybe they have a project that addresses poverty or HIV/AIDS or unemployment. Some businesses just donate stuff to schools, or they give money to schools. I always love using the example of OUTsurance, that their social investment project is where they train people to be people that stand at the robots and help us direct traffic. I love those people, But that is an excellent example of a corporate social investment project. And this is the responsibility of our public relations function to implement these projects. The next one is the high standard of internal publicity or appearance that should be maintained. Now, when we refer to internal publicity, you will remember it is everything that happens inside the business, how our employees dress, how the business's furniture look, how the walls are painted, how they address each other and talk to the customers. So it is public relations responsibility to help us maintain a positive internal publicity. And then, of course, they will help us to provide quality products. So they will make sure that the customers are happy. Again, everything that happens here is to protect our image at the end of the day. Now, that is our quality indicators of the general management function and the public relations function. We are now moving on to the second concept of our concept map, and that is the correlation between management and success. So what is the relationship between good management and achieving our success and our objectives? Now, management is very important because management makes all the decisions and plans in the business. And most managers have certain leadership skills. So they have the ability to motivate, that's the word I'm looking for, motivate the employees and influence them. So any manager must make the correct decisions, if we refer to our slides. So their responsibility is to make correct decisions, but also to motivate the employees. Now, if you get poor management, this means our employees will not be motivated. So they will be ineffective. They won't do their job correctly. And if they don't do their work or do their work correctly, we will lose productivity. So they will work slower, or they will make a lot of mistakes and we have to correct these mistakes. So we will lose a lot of productivity. And also what will happen is there will be problems and these problems will go unsolved. So our employees are working slowly. We have problems that cannot be solved. And this all leads to a loss of productivity. And this means that we will lose money. And we will lose profits. So we can see that management is very important because management gives direction to the employees and to the tasks that need to be done. And if there's good management, everybody is motivated and will work harder. And that will directly lead to a successful business, a business that obtains their objectives and they can capitalize on their strengths and overcome their weaknesses. So I hope I've helped you a bit today to understand a bit more of quality indicators as well as the correlation between management and success. I hope I see you again next time. Until then, bye-bye.